Club football is back and it is back with a seven-goal thriller. Leeds United 4, Swansea 3. I'm Michael. Craig, it's always a pleasure to introduce you, mate. How are we doing, mate?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic after today. A bit heart pumping, but it were good.
Yes, I don't know exactly when it was, but it's like the first time since, well, whenever it was when Swansea scores first at home, they don't lose. And hey, we go and do it, mate.
Yeah, it were that statistic popped up earlier. It was November last year, and guess who it was?
Leeds
Leeds.
United, baby. Let's just go back to before the game a minute. This was Farkas said it'll be hard to break down. They don't concede many unless own goals, and they scored an own goal as well. So let's talk about
Yeah,
it. Obviously, they took the lead first of all. I mean, bit of a soft free kick, really, wasn't it?
yeah. I mean, I don't even think it was a free kick to be honest, but it was. Um, yeah, it's one of those. Every time Leeds concede a free kick, though, anywhere around that box after what happened at Sunderland, that I start thinking this could be a goal.
Yeah. To be fair though, it was a decent ball. So fair play to Swansea. Brilliant ball in. Defending just reacted slowly to it, but hey, it is what it is. Obviously, they go and score, and then yeah, Solomon brings it back in. Obviously, great pressure, lovely ball from Pascal to James, who was unselfish, laid it in, open goal, mate. Let's hear your thoughts from it.
Well, I mean that's what I want James to do. That's what I love James to do is because his finishing's not spectacular. Like it's not amazing finishing. But what he does do well is get into them positions, and when he's squaring it like that, unselfishly, you're creating a lot more chances from him. Because maybe say last season when he might have took a shot on there.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was nice. It was nice to see someone in a better position and just square it and make sure this we scored.
I mean, I spoke about it last game or the game before, where his decision making is getting so much better in terms of
Oh yeah,
that final ball. Does he pass it? Does he shoot? So
yeah,
yeah, I mean, decent vision for him. I mean, the only team to have beaten Swansea at home this season is Millwall as well, so that's another good place for it as well. Um, yeah, right on half time though, mate. Let's
it's
combination
just
of poor
yeah, it's
defending,
just
good finish, terrible goalkeeping.
yeah, it's just another soft goal to concede, isn't it? I mean, for the way that our defense and the chances that we've given away, the way that our defense has been playing over the first, like, say, like what is it, a third of the season now? Um, yeah, the chances that we normally give away today were just like a completely different ball game, and yeah, there were soft chances that we were giving away today. So, but
Yeah, I
it
thought
were
it was going to
sickening to
be
go in 2-1 at half time.
I thought it was going to be another Portsmouth game, 3-all. But yeah, obviously straight after the break, obviously Pirro had a chance, he headed it wide, but then James, lovely ball in, crossed it in, and then defender had to stick a leg out, and how? It was an own goal, mate.
Yeah, well, I mean, Pro could have got that, but I think Pro would have finished that even if if they would have gone past the defender, Pro would have finished anyway.
I
And
think he was just offside though. Had it gone to Pirro, he would have been offside.
I don't know, but it was. What do you like? I noticed the goals, the three goals that we scored. I know we haven't got onto that third one yet, but all carbon copies. They were a
Yeah.
blueprint. They were a blueprint to that, to that, and it worked all like three times. It worked.
Yeah, it's that cross ball in, whether or not it was a short ball which Byram got, um, or a long ball in from, or even James was pretty close as well. So
That's what I
yeah,
mean. Your left hand side because Solomon were doing it in the first half. Um, he were getting past, or Byron would get past, and that ball in behind, and but on the right hand side it works so much better because you've got the pace of James, and it was just a blueprint to how successful we could have been, if we'd have tried that a bit more often. But um, yeah, James was fantastic today, though, weren't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've even got what order the goal was. Obviously, Solomon then gets his goal, so it was beautiful. Obviously, when Sam Byram cuts it in. First of all, great ball from Pascal again to
Yeah.
set him up. I mean, I said to you that Pascal had a bit of a poor game, I thought, but then re-looking at it, I'm like, no, he actually didn't. He was actually really, really good. But yeah, lovely cross in from Byram, and then Solomon top of the net goal, and then they go and score, don't they, in the 90th minute, mate?
Yeah, you knew it would come in, weren't you? We sat back for some reason. We just sat back and let them come to us. Whether we thought, we were confident enough that we'd be able to see it out or not, I don't know. But the it's always been said before the best form of a defense is attacking. So we should
Yeah.
just carry on the front foot. We're good at holding the ball, like we're good at keeping the ball. So just keep it rather than let them see all the. Here we go. All the fans that keep saying that sideways passes, this, it's boring. It's horrible to watch. Look what happened to today when we let another team have the ball.
I mean, to a certain extent, yeah, obviously they had the ball to start off with a lot, so it was all back and
Yeah,
forth both sides, which I prefer that. Like I said, it's a proper championship game, that, especially the finish. Obviously, like I've already said, brilliant crossing from falling onto his goal. It was James's pass as well.
yeah,
So all round great finish as well. And then you just think, oh no, don't let them come against us. It was a bit like,
yeah.
but no, we
But
held out.
that's
Brilliant
the
result, mate.
anxiety, isn't it? That's the anxiety you get when you play. When I mean, their statistics are just as good as ours when it comes to possession
Yeah,
of the ball. So it was to be fair, it was quite an open game to say it's two possession based sides. Um, it was quite an open game to watch and very entertaining. And like I said earlier, that it's just a shame it's Leeds that were involved in that because it does cause that anxiety. But the alternative is the style of football people keep complaining about, but it's more controlled.
I mean they had more passes than us, so they had 504 passes. We had 387. Probably
Yeah,
200 of them was Tanaka.
yeah,
17 crosses to their 13. Obviously, we had more through balls. They had more long balls than us. But then attempts, we only had four more shots than them. But again, Messi did make a decent save in the 87th minute. Came
yeah.
routine save, but it was still top corner. He still had to make that save.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I mean, apart from that, though, apart from the referee just being dog awful, I think we need to address that, don't we, mate?
Yeah, it was shocking in my
So
eyes.
yeah, there was
We, we've only won before that game. We'd only won two games out of the last 10 games that he's refereed us, and one of them was Leicester last season.
yeah, I mean, some dubious decisions, um, both
Yeah,
against us and for us. I thought mainly against us. Obviously, there was a foul on was it James in the first half?
yeah, yeah. Because when I watched the replay of that, to me that's a sending off because it's dangerous play. He didn't. He never made an attempt to play the ball. He let it run across him, and he deliberately stuck his leg out to trip James.
Yeah,
But he stuck his leg out quite a. It was off the ground, which it could have injured James. It could have hurt him because he was flying. He was flying down there full pelt.
yeah, and then obviously James does something very very similar but less and gets a yellow card. So
Yeah,
inconsistency from the ref, but hey, we got 3 points, mate. That's all that matters, and we are
it
top
is.
of the league.
I know it's nice to be there, isn't it? Let's hope it lasts.
Yes, hopefully it's not just on goal difference throughout the whole season. Hopefully it does progress into more of a gap. I do think we can press on. Obviously, we've got Luton on Wednesday, I believe. So
Yeah,
hopefully we can kick on from then and then Saturday or no Sunday against Blackburn. So hopefully we can get 6 points out of the next two.
Yeah.
But
This is just the time of year that we start to have a little wobble normally, isn't it? But
yeah,
hopefully
hopefully,
this year can be a bit different. And because we've got some favourable games coming up that we could, if we, as long as we do our job, let the rest of the league do theirs. You
yeah,
know,
just don't say that because we've done it so many times in December where we said, "Oh, it's a favourable draw, we can do this," and then we go and lose. I mean,
no, but that's what I'm saying. December's a bit iffy month for us, isn't it? It's like this is where we normally have a wobble, but hopefully we can turn it around this season and try and get through it unscathed by January.
hopefully, let's do some player ratings then. So Meslier, mate, what do we make of him today? Obviously, two saves, two claims. What would you say for him, mate? Obviously, distribution was naff.
I think I'd probably just go with a straight 7 for him, maybe a 7.5. Oh no, I think a 7. First half, Melier. I thought, oh, we're gonna have a bad game. Melier is not with it today. Second half, I thought he came out. He played a lot better. Second half.
I can't go that high. I mean, I was thinking about a 6. He let in very easy chance to start. The second goal was very easy. He should have done better. His positioning was well over to the left rather than the right. And then you've got the first goal as well was a bit dubious. So
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. First half, I'm giving him a bad. I'm just redeeming him to a 7 from the second half. 'Cause he claimed a couple of balls, he made a good save, and yeah, he looked a bit more assured in second half. So
if I'll go 6.5, I said I'm not going for a 7 for
yeah,
him. I think 7 or
all
even a
right, I'll meet you in the middle. I'll come
7.5 is
down.
just way too nice.
I'll meet you in the middle and come down to 6.5 with him.
That's fine then. Right, Bogle, mate. What do we think about him today?
See, I thought he had a good game, Bogle. I'm not. I can't remember him having so much to do defensively. I can remember Tanaka covering him um, a couple of times, and like when their player had got past him, Tanaka had covered him. But going forward, he was very creative and very direct
Yeah.
today, and I liked that.
There
I'd
was a
say
there
7.
was a time in the 27th minute where he made an interception when the ball came in, and then we countered attack. But Swansea got back really well. They recruited really well on that one.
Yeah,
But he made two clearances. He made 4 out of 5 successful tackles. He did get dribbled past, and he was dispossessed once. But overall, I thought he was good.
yeah. I thought it was good today.
Rating wise,
I think
seven,
I
seven
think
point
a
five.
7. Yeah. I think a 7, maybe 7.5, because I will probably out of all the defenders, I think
I'm
you
gonna
were
go for
probably
7.
one of the better defenders today. So
No, that's fair
7.5.
enough then. Yeah, I'll go 7.5 as well. So, Rodon then, mate. What are we saying for him? It's a bit of a tough one. Good in the air again. He won 4 aerials, no tackles, but again, it didn't really come down his side. I say he won 4 aerials. One of them was one from the corner which we had like in the first few
Yeah,
minutes. But
yeah.
overall, mate, what did you think about him today?
I thought he were pretty. He just sound rode on, wasn't he? He weren't nothing spectacular today. Nothing. He just did his job, um, and got on with it. I thought, yeah, maybe a 7.
Yeah, 7. I'll agree with you on that one. What do we say for Pascal, mate? Obviously, he got 2 pre-assists,
Yeah,
but
Pascal's awesome going forward into he's just driving through that and picking a pass out.
yeah, I mean,
I didn't think he had his best game though.
no.
Not defensively, I don't think he had his best game. Going forward, he's fine. I don't think he's. I don't think he's a problem going forward.
I'm tempted to go
Uh,
for a 7 for him.
yeah, I think 7 as well.
Yeah, that's fine then, mate. Sam Byram next. What? Obviously, you got an assist. What would you say for him? Couple tackles as well. It's a tough one for him, isn't it? Really,
It
I
is
think.
because I don't think Byram had his best game today. Uh, yeah, he got an assist, but there were a couple of chances where he got, he were in them positions where I think there were a cutback that he fluffed, and yeah, there were a
I
couple of
mean,
times that he made a couple of mistakes, but I don't want to be too harsh. Maybe I think I'll go for a 7.
one interception, two clearances. Okay, only two tackles, but that's all he had to make. So he won both his tackles. 7.5. I'm gonna go for him.
I don't
The
think he was
point
good at
five.
problem.
No, the point five is for the assist though. Otherwise, it's just a clear 7. It was lovely fact he just got it back. Like he was aware. Whereas I'd have said like if that was Furpo, for example, he probably would have crossed it too hard, or he would have gone for the shot himself.
Purple would have got 2 assists from that.
But I'm gonna go for a 7. Yeah,
7, I
7.
think 7's a
Yeah,
bit more
7.
reasonable.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. Right. Before we go into the star man, let's go to Rothwell first.
Right, okay.
So we'll mix it up this time. Normally I'll go for Tanaka first. I'm going to go for Rothwell today. But what did you think about him?
Um, Probably go for a 7.5 for Rothwell, and a higher end 7.5. I thought he was quite good. He does what he does, drives us forward, and I think he's getting more match fitness and more sharpness to his game. He's getting he was pretty decent defensively. Um, he just didn't shine as much today as he does in other games, but there were a couple of things that he did that were pretty good. So, yeah, I think about 7.5.
I was going to go for box standard 7
Fair
for
enough.
him. Right. Tanaka, mate, take it away. Let's hear it.
You just need to put him on a pedestal on his own because this is my guy. This is my guy. Um,
He is by
I'm
far the best player in the league.
Oh yeah, I mean in October, was it October? I think I saw a stat that he'd done more passes, more accurate passes than any other player in the championship. He's not even going to the first team until like at the end of September, and he's already bossing it. So yeah, 9.
Right. Stats again.
I'd give him a 10 if he would have put one in the top corner. I'd have given him a 10, but I'd give him a 9.
Right, stats again, because we all know how much I love a good stat when it comes to Tanaka, or I just love a good stat in general.
Yeah,
So obviously, he played the full 97 minutes, 71 touches, 43 out of 50 successful passes, 12 duels won, 9 ball recoveries, 6 out of 7 tackles, 5 passes into the final third, 4 out of 6 accurate long passes, 2 out of 2 successful take-ons, 2 interceptions. He was fouled twice, 1 chance created, and 1 clearance. He is just so good.
and
Like
that's
what he
why I'm giving him
does.
a 9 because he only made that 43 out of 50 passes.
I think a lot of people say that Souza is the best defensive midfielder in the league. For me, Naka is just that main man. Um, he's just
He's,
next level, isn't he?
he's an all-round midfielder, is Tanaka though. He can do it all.
Yeah,
He's,
and it was a
he,
lovely
he,
little pass that we got for one of the goals. I can't remember which one it was now. Was it a second or third goal? The little flick on the side on the left hand side.
yeah.
I, I can't
I
remember
can't-
which goal it was, but or
Well,
was it
there's a
the
couple of
fourth
times
goal?
that it's like there were a part where he should have got a foul and he didn't get nothing. He should have got a free kick and he didn't get nothing because
Yeah,
he's so good. Like
he's the one I want to see the heat map from. I want to
my
see
guy,
his heat
my
map.
guy.
I want to see the Tanaka heat map from Leeds United X account.
Just
But
red.
yeah, literally everywhere. It was just so good. Right, let's talk about. James next. Two
James.
assists.
You didn't give your rating though for Tanaka.
No, I said nine. I'm gonna go for a
All
nine
right.
as well.
Okay.
I
Okay.
said I
Okay.
did say nine when I started reading off all the
Yeah.
stats. Obviously,
I
star
would
man
just,
in he.
when you said you wanted to see his heat map, in my mind, then I had a picture of, is that good? His heat map is the two is going to be the two Red Bulls. It will look like Red Bulls on the on the pitch.
He's just so good, mate. Right,
It is.
Dan James. Just
It was good today,
it's-
wasn't it?
yeah, obviously four shots. Again, one on target, one block, two off target. Passing was pretty decent as well. Made a tackle, decent clearance as well. He was just everywhere when he caused them so much trouble.
Yeah, he's getting his pace back. You remember when he first come back from injury, and we were like, you can tell he's just come back from injury. He's getting it back now, and yeah, it was good today. When Dan James is on fire, Leeds are on fire normally, and we score goals. But
It's just the
I say,
wherewithal to cross it in for the first goal, and then the second one, obviously he had no choice but to cross it from the angle that he was at.
yeah,
But it's just I love the weight of the ball each time, like his speed, the decision making. Oh, it's just so good, man.
8.5 for me. I'm not going to give him as high as Tanaka, but 8.5 because
Like,
three assists. I mean, three assists he's got today. But there were a few crosses where he did wallop him into the stand, and he did a few Dan James crosses.
you know
Um,
what? I'm still going to give him a nine. But he was really, really good.
it was
Really,
really
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 good.
good. I'm giving him an 8.5, but higher end 8.5. But he's not. I'm
Yeah, but
not
if you're
putting him.
giving Tanaka a nine for what he does for his role, surely you've got to give Dan James a nine as well for his role and what he's doing. Three
All right.
assists.
Yes, I will. I'll give him a 9 because
Good.
only because in my video earlier I said on TikTok that Dan James was my man of the match, but also Tanaka. But my first thought was Dan James.
Right, so then you can't give him a lower
So I
rating
can't give
than
him a lower.
Tanaka,
I can't
surely.
give him a lower rating. So it's got to be a 9.
Right then. Right, let's go for Aronson next, mate.
Uh,
What what should we say for him? Obviously, bit quiet, but again, also making tackles from the front, few dribbles, few take-ons.
I didn't. To be honest, I didn't really notice Aronson do much.
That's his thing though with him because you don't
But I
he
normally
doesn't
pick up
stand
on
out.
Aronson. I normally
Yeah,
pick up on Aronson doing bad
Aronson
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. So it's. But today I didn't really notice him in the game as such. Like he could have not been playing, and I wouldn't have. You know. I
There was nothing that stood out.
yeah.
Like
But
when when you've got a player that stands out, like for example Tanaka, obviously James
yeah.
stood out. Rothwell didn't
But
stand out as much, but then
yeah. But
therefore,
in Aronson's case, he either stands out for doing something good or stands out for doing something bad. But today we're just there.
yeah.
I'd probably say
I
about
mean,
7.5 because I'm sure he did something for him not to stand out.
he made one key pass.
Yeah.
There we go. That'd be the 0.5. No, yeah, 7.5. Right. Manor Solomon, what a game. I'm not just talking about the two tap ins. Well, one tap in, one good finish. Just what I'm seeing online. What did you think about him today, mate?
Well, we keep saying that it will come good once that match fitness and that match sharpness comes. It will be something different in this league, and it's going to take time, and it's getting there bit by bit. But you can say they're going to be tap-ins, but we need people. You need to be in that position. You need to be
Yeah.
there in that position where it is, and it could have had another one. which was what I said about Byron playing the ball across to it. It were a, you know,
Yeah,
it scuffed it up in air, and it meant that I think the defender got a bit of a nick on it. That's why, like, but he couldn't stretch. He had to stretch for it because it went too far in front. But yeah, you have to be in them positions, and you know,
he
so
held his run well. He was in
yeah,
the right place. He stayed on side. He also made a couple of interceptions, so he came back and defended as well as well. I think there was time in the second half. Made a clearance. Overall, I thought. Well, obviously, I thought he was well. He's Solomon. I'm a massive Solomon fan personally,
yeah. I thought it was good
but
today. Like I say, he's getting better and better, and you can say that the tap-ins, but you've got to be there.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter who you could be. Things of Haaland misses tap-ins at the end of the day. I mean, we've
Yeah, but
seen
right.
it
So you want to talk right? You want to talk about that? Solomon, where does he play? Left wing.
exactly.
He's in the middle. Both tap-ins are in the middle. In the middle of the box, 6 yard box, two tap-ins. Where was Perot? Where was Joseph? That's where his striker should be.
Yeah, no, I get that. What are you rating him, mate?
I'm gonna give him. I'll give James an 8. I'll give James a 9. I can't. He's not as. He weren't as good as Tanaka or James, but 8.5.
I'm gonna give him a nine. I'm giving him a nine. I haven't said who my man of the match is. I'm gonna give it to James. Only reason why I didn't say James was my man of the match at the time is because I was giving Solomon a nine anyway. So I'm not gonna say he's my man of the match and then give it to him. So yeah, nine for Solomon. I thought overall he was decent going forward, and he tracks back. Even when he loses the
Yeah,
ball, he tries to win it back anyway, and he's a hassle. If he can keep fit, that front four or the four wingers, it's so good that we've got options. Obviously, James, Solomon, both sides there. Obviously, Noto came off the bench, got his goal. You got Ramazani with his speed and what form he was in before he got his injuries.
yeah.
This is what we're talking about when we say our depth is so much better and how
Right.
good we are. Like, if say one of them's having a bad game, whack on the other one, you know?
That's what I think. That's why I think we've got a good chance this year. And I keep saying it I said to you at the beginning of the season after the transfer window. You remember that this squad is more balanced
Yeah,
than last
definitely is.
season.
All right. Last one before the subs. Joel Perot, mate. What are we saying for him?
Uh,
Again, was he there?
yeah,
He had a shot. I can
made a
tell you
couple
that
of
much.
decent passes. It's. I want to see him in that number 9 role. He keeps dropping too deep because the ball's away from goal. He's
Yeah.
dropping too deep, and like I said to you during the match, I just wish he'd run to the near post. When we all right, we the James got the assist. We were an own goal, but if Perot runs to the near post, he gets that goal. Um, or if it comes across it, I mean, it's a bit nitpicky that one, but there were another opportunity where the ball came in from the left hand side, and if Perot was coming to the near post, he could have scored. Instead, he were waiting on the far post for the ball to come over, and that ball never comes across in the air. It always comes across low from Solomon's side. So yeah, maybe a 7.
I think we're given again. I've contradicted myself. We don't go off other players' ratings. Obviously, Aronson 7.5. Yeah, seven for Pirard.
Yeah,
Just bang
like
average.
I mean, I gave Rodon a 7. I gave Pascal a 7. Well, we
Yeah,
did give him, yeah, we gave
yeah.
him
We both
7.
gave them a
So,
seven, and then we gave Rothwell. I gave Rothwell a seven as well. So yeah.
yeah, so I can't give Perot more than that.
No, obviously came off on the 75th minute. Sorry for Joseph and Nonto came on for Solomon. We'll go to Joseph first, mate.
I'd
Head in
probably give him
hand in it.
I don't want to be too harsh, but a 6.
Yeah, I mean, just
I'd
shoot.
go
He's got
I'd go
past the
lower, but
keeper. Just put your
yeah,
foot through it,
first
and
time. You're
you're
you're a
waiting.
confident striker. You know you're scoring for Spain. You've got an open goal. Just shoot.
Yeah, again, decision making, whether or not it's pressure. It's just come on, put your laces through. Just at least have a shot. If one of the defenders get it, so what? You've made that effort. Instead, you're just holding it, waiting for the keeper to get back, and then you
And then he
pass
didn't
through
even
to their
square
players
it,
anyway.
and then he didn't even pull it back to. I think it was Aronson that were
Yeah,
waiting in the middle. And he didn't even pull it back to him. Well, he half-hearted pulled it back to him, which didn't even make it 2 yards. But it's like, this is why Perot's
yeah.
starting again.
No, I agree. Right. Yeah, six for him. What were we saying for Nonto, mate? Obviously, he got the winner. Came on as well. Was he? What do you think about his performance then?
Um, Again, I didn't notice him much until the goal.
Yeah, I was just thinking the exact same thing. I'm trying to think. I think there was one time I remember him being on the ball, but apart from that,
Yeah, I
again, he
probably
got the
just say
winner.
6.5 because he scored.
Seven because it was the winner. There we
All
go.
right, so I'll go with 7 because he's the winner. He scored the winner,
Yeah, literally, that's the only reason why. Obviously, then you had
and he almost fluffed that because it hit the keeper.
yes, then we got Max Verber and Kilavagu came on for Byram and Rothwell. It's again what we're doing with that left back in it, always coming off in the 85th minute. Verber used to
Yeah.
do it for Byram, and now obviously it will be Verber until he's back, mate. What do we think about Verber today?
Um, I don't know. You got me excited telling me that he'd been taken off, but yeah. Again, I don't think really.
He won a tackle. He actually won a tackle.
Yeah, but I don't think he were there long enough to make a big difference.
Yeah. Same
I
with
probably
Kilavagu
I'm
as
just
well,
gonna
mate.
go. I'll probably just go sixes across the ball for those substitutions onwards.
Yeah. Again, this is why you don't read stats about your glasses. I literally just said 100% pass rate, and then I read the 45. I'm like, Kilavagu did not make 45 passes in 5 minutes. He made
He's not.
one successful pass.
Yeah, Gulavog is good, but he's not Tanaka. Only
No.
Tanaka. Only Tanaka makes 45 passes in 5 minutes.
So, yeah, that was obviously Diaby came on as well, which again, NA for him. Just can't really rate him. It's
No,
like a last minute sub. But yeah, 3 points, top of the league. What do you love to see?
happy
Before we
days.
leave it, mate, what is your prediction for Luton on Wednesday?
I'm gonna go for back to a clean sheet and go for 2-0.
You love a good 2-0.
I do. I
Do you
love
know
a good
what?
2-0.
Do I go 2-0 or 2-1? I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leeds win. I just think they're going to score. They create so many chances in the way that we're playing at the moment. I
Yeah.
think they'll
Well,
score.
they have because it's the Leeds curse, isn't it? Like Swansea don't score against many people, and
They don't concede either.
and then they go and score 3 today, and then you know Luton don't take their chances.
They were against us. So yeah, that's my prediction. But yeah, guys, we'll leave out there. I'll put the link tree in the description as always so you can find where we are. And if you click on the merch, you can get 10% off if you use the word or code podcast, all capital letters. And don't forget, we are sponsored by Prize Pot, where you can win a signed Lucas Rugby shirt from the 01-02 season. So if you want to get that, head over to their website and click it. Go ahead. They
And he,
support us,
he's
so
be,
we support them.
he's becoming a club ambassador as well, isn't he? He's
Yes.
getting a
So
new he's getting a new role as a club ambassador as well. So
if you
it's
quickly
nice
go
to
ahead
see.
and do it right now. It will help us out and it helps them out. Guys, thanks for listening. Craig, thanks for joining as always, mate. This is it.
All the time.